crochet this little pickle. It's about 3 inches long. It's got all hands, arms. That's the back. And I put this little chain thing on it. It opens and closes up here. And then I added this little charm thing. And you can put a personalized letter on it. And I put silicone beads, glass beads, pink and green, with a little glass bead green one at the bottom. And you can hang that on a bag. I made 2 of them. This one, you can put it on like a zipper. And it has a letter. Personalized letter. And it also has the beads like the other one. So I can add any letter to it. This is my little crochet bag where I store my crochet hooks and stuff. These are some of the supplies I used. These are the finished one that I made. It has the silicone beads and the little hook thing that I put on there to hang it on a bag. It measures about 3 inches long. The little charm thing is about close to like 4 inches long. It's a little bit longer. And then I'm gonna put this on a little bag zipper. So you just open the top and it goes right on the little zipper like that. Sometimes you gotta make sure it's facing the right way. So I'm just putting that on the zipper. It takes a minute. This thing's kind of short. The little thing that you connect that I'm working with, it's short. And then it just closes like that. And then this is what it looks like on a bag. Just hangs off there like that. I love eating pickles. I can drink the juice and everything. It's so good. These little pickles are so cute though, for anybody that likes pickles. So this is like a flathead wire that I'm going to put the little green glass bead on the end of the charm I just showed you. And this is a loop turner that I'm using. And it's going to create a loop so that I can add the charm to the end of the little charm thing that I'm making. So I just gotta make sure that it looks right. And you can, it just kind of hangs like that at the end. And that's the little thick jump rings that I'm gonna use to attach. I use a kind of like a curved pliers and some needle nose pliers to open the jump ring to add the charm to. So that little charm that I just made, I'm going to add that to that thick jump ring I just opened. And that's going to go on the end of it. And then I'm going to close it back up. Sometimes it takes a little bit of work. And there you go. It's closed up. This is the wire that I'm using. It's 49, pretty thick. The charm is about 4 inches long, so I cut about an 8-inch long so that I would have room to work with. And these are just wire cutters that I'm using. And then I use these little horseshoe things that goes on the ends. It's hard to show you. It goes on one end of the wire to the other end of the wire to make a loop. And you put one end of the wire through there. And then work your way up around to the other side. It just takes a little bit of playing with practice, and it makes a little stronger loop for you. I forgot the name of it. It looks like a little horseshoe. And then I put a little glass bead on it to hold, or I use that's what the little horseshoes look like. And I use a crimp bead. These are like, you crimp them so that the wire will stay in place. So that goes next to those little horseshoe rings. So I'm going to put one on, and then I'm going to crimp it. So the crimping bead goes on the end, and then you're going to feed it all the way down to the end, to the other little wire piece. And you want to make sure that they are straight and flat, not twisted. And you're going to pull it up as tight as possible and squeeze the little horseshoe closer together with your pliers. And then you're going to crimp that bead once you get all those steps done. So these are my pliers. I'm just going to try to squeeze the little horseshoe thing closer together, like that. And then I'm going to take my crimping tool. I usually go to the last one. And I crimp it, and then I turn it a little bit, and then I go to the second to the last, and then I squeeze it again, and it crimps it, like it folds it in half. And that's how you want it to look. So then now you can start beading the wire. So I'm going to put a glass bead on first. And then I'm going to cut that little extra piece of wire with the wire cutters. Just kind of folding the other one out of the way. Try not to cut it, because you just did all that work. You don't want to redo it. So then now you just got one piece of wire to work with. And then I put the silicone bead on. So I'm doing like a pink glass bead and then a green silicone 15mm bead. And then I use 4 and I use 5 of the pink glass beads. So when you're getting ready to close it, you put a crimp bead on first instead of like before you put the crimp bead on second. So when you're getting ready to close it, you put the crimp bead on first, and then you put the horseshoe on. You just feed it through one end, and then you feed it through the other side, kind of like a horseshoe. And sometimes it's hard to see. You just have to keep working with it. I use my pliers to help me hold the wire sometimes. So you just continue feeding the wire through. And you put it through a grant bead, and you can do the last bead or both bead or two beads. I usually just feed it through the first bead and then pull it through. And it takes a little bit of time because this part is like the hardest part is closing it. So I use my pliers and just kind of keep pulling down. You put the pliers on the one that ain't loose, and then you move the one that's looser and easier to pull. So then you just keep playing with it until you get it tight enough to where you think that the beads look good and will stay in place without having extra room to wiggle around. I kind of like it to look tighter, and sometimes it's hard to get the thing to cooperate with you. So you just continue to keep pulling down, pushing until you can get it the way you want it. Once you get it to where you want it, then you're going to also take your pliers and try to get them as close together as possible. And it wants to twist. Sometimes it's a pain in the butt, but it just takes a little bit of time. And it's still not tight enough, so I have to keep working with it. Pulling it down. Sometimes when you tighten it, close it, it makes it a little bit easier to work with. And then you're going to take your crimping tool and crimp this like you did the other one. I'll do it in the last one to make sure your wires are not twisted and flat, and then squeeze it and then turn it around so that it will fold it into the second to the last one. Just sometimes when you got the beads on there, it wants to turn, and it's hard to hold sometimes. So now it looks like that, it's folded. So then you're going to fold that back and take your wire cutters and cut that off. That extra wire, you don't need it. I always have to make sure it doesn't fly across the room so my cat don't eat it. That's what it looks like. And then that little green one that I made at the beginning of the video, I'm going to put that on one of the ends. Then on the other end, I'm going to put another thick jump ring, and then you can add a charm to it if you want to. I'm going to put the personalized charm at the top and this little green one at the bottom. So it just goes on there like that. You can use the pliers, it might help you get it on there better. And then take your other pliers and close it. You just go back and forth a few times until you get it real close together, and it should close. Just like that, and then so now you have a little charm at the end of it. And then you're going to do the same thing to the top part with the jump ring. These are the silicone beads that I use, green, like a lime green. Silicone 15mm. Here's a video of the finished product. I have these available. I made 2 of them on my Etsy at Threading with Heart if you like it out. And I think they turned out really adorable. And here's a few pictures of them. So cute. Little bitty pickle, you're a big deal. Yes, you are. You're a big deal. Thank you for watching.